over gameplay. And today we're going up against the just keep it up. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Let's start with the video.
Hey, what you working on? Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Just like that. Now we're rolling. Next time, man. Next time.
I just gotta push through it, man. We can finish this jump and make it with all. Just gotta keep playing the game. I ain't the best YouTuber. If I do vlogs, that's what I'm talking
One
I
new
do
face
reaction
received
videos, feel
in-game in the new season is Vernon
I
Carey
feel like
Jr.
I'm gonna
Coming from
get
Duke, he's now
trolled.
wearing a Hornets jersey.
That's what I do,
And
like,
as it
2K.
turns out, he's a big fan of
Just do
2K,
2K.
and he's pretty good on the sticks. We caught up with him after his first week of training. Take a look.
2K just made me exhausted, man. You gotta keep playing it. Play it.
2K Sports. Welcome to the following presentation of the NBA. At home, the Rockets don't hold anything back, whether it comes to their clothes or their effort on the floor. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and we have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man, great to be here. I hate being up in that studio sometimes. I love it down here,
We
man.
need you courtside.
Oh,
we
man,
need you
it feels so
courtside.
much better being with you guys and them other two.
Kenny, with all the switching now defensively, it's so valuable to have a big man who can pass out of those double teams and make plays for other guys.
Giannis, number one. Jokic, number two. LeBron is obviously number 1A. Big guy who can pass because, we forget that he's 6'9", 6'10".
And don't forget about Embiid as a true center.
He has gotten better.
He's a good enough passer. Their problem is they just don't space the floor as well as they need to.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And for Houston, we've got Wall. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Harden, and it's House in at the 3 slot. Kenny, your teammate Akeem Olajuwon, a lead on both ends. Who do you think is the best all-around big man in the game right now?
Well, as great as Hakeem was, Shaq was probably just the greatest ball handler as guys today. When you think about that, like Giannis and Embiid, those two come to mind. They probably would have gave it to Shaq, but he would have had his shit.
Effective he is.
Wall dishes to Harden. Passes to House. And Cousins kicks to Wall. Over Garland. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Cousins.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Drummond finds Sexton. Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got 5. Second chance points. That helps an offense, Kenny. It's an easy way to get some scoring. Which players do the best job of keeping possessions alive for the chance to get the second chance?
Second chance points, I would say Drummond, Steven Adams, and Cantor. Those are guys who are great offensive rebounders, and they get it done.
Don't forget Montrezl Harrell is another guy that is doing a great job.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by John Wall. Singletary off target with his 3. Here's Harden. And no good that time. Good D from Love. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Garland. Drummond passes to Love. They double team Love. The open look here for Sexton. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Houston. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
And a scorer, the likes of James Harden, it seems like he's broken it down to a science.
Yes, footwork, create space, and be a heck of a shooter.
Did you look at the way you played, Kenny, as science, like we're talking about here with Harden?
Not maybe as easily observed as he is, but I had a game plan. I'm going to get it from free throw line to free throw line as fast as I can. That's my first thought. I'm going to, on pick and rolls, get 2 feet in the paint. That's my second. And every inch that you give me at the three-point line, I'm letting it go.
I love that answer.
And it's a great approach. And this guy, he really has mastered the game in terms of just his overall approach to scoring the basketball. And I'll tell you another thing. I've never seen a guy with the degree of difficulty for his complete arsenal. You never see him just get an uncontested layup or catch and shoot 3. Everything he has to create.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Rockets. Big man and big problems tonight with Andre Drummond on the other side. Coach told me that they can't depend on one player keeping Drummond off the glass. It's going to take a group effort on the boards. They know the task that they face, and it's a big one. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. So both teams making some changes here. Kenny, you've been an NBA analyst for over 2 decades, which is hard for me to believe. You look so young, like you go out there and play right now, but I'm sure this job has changed for you in that time, right?
I think the job has not changed, actually. Because when I first got here, I used to watch film every day. And
When
actually,
you first started as an analyst?
every day for 1 year.
Did you?
Every day.
And then you found out that what?
I found out, I sat with the executive producer and I figured out what I needed to say, doing why, when, and what. Then I just use that now. I just go back to those meetings then. There's nothing changed for me from that first year, which I knew nothing, to now, after I knew something.
Being the award-winning broadcaster you are now.
It's that first year.
Yeah, I would concur with His Majesty. Jet.
Hey, I've never been called.
Trail by 8. Gordon with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Porter with the steal. Pass to Cobb. Uncovered. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And there's the pass to Tucker. Cousins inside, guarded by McGee. No good from Cousins. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Left side, Porter. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
McLemore's checked in for Houston. Harris is checked in for Cleveland. Here's Clemens. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To halt the run, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Cleveland. Leading by 12. The dish now to Cobb. And it's good, 2 points. Cobb's got his third basket of the night right there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for Cleveland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, run off the ball is something I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to propel on the wings.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps them preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Here's Clemens. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Clemson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Kenny, you played for a number of coaches in your career. Which players right now do you think you should take a look at all the players in the league would maybe make a good head coach in the future?
Well, LeBron would be a great coach. CP3 would be a heck of a coach, probably. CJ McCollum plays the game because he's a guy. I like guys who weren't like the star and then became it because they understand the guys on the bench, how they feel, as well as the stars. So CJ McCollum has kind of come up into that.
Well, that's why a lot of great coaches, it's not that they were the best player, but they played on great teams. So they get to see it. I'd throw another name out there, Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo.
Great
What about Greg Anthony?
You know,
No,
he was
the broadcast. No, Greg would be great. He'd be great.
No,
I think either of you would be great.
you know, it would be fun.
I'm trying to own the team.
That's what you want to do. You want to own. You want to own.
And the great teams have those superstar players. Kenny, you played alongside the great Hakeem Olajuwon and this Rockets team is built around another great one in James Harden.
Yep, both of them, they're able to put their team on their back offensively, but Hakeem was able to do it defensively as well. But offensively, the Beard is a phenomenal scorer and creator.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Sexton kicks to Garland. Pass to Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's enemies a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Passes it to Harden. Takes a 3. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Kenny, your shot mechanics look polished, even back in college. Some guys take longer to have that thing look smooth and right and make some sense optically.
Well, it's repetition more than the visual. So the more I actually shot the ball and my left hand stays on too long, so I had a sign spin. It didn't go, it had a natural revolution. So Marcus Smart comes to mind, Lonzo Ball, but the repetition will help you.
And, there are some guys that, some of the great shooters don't have great, Ray Allen, Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe shot it with
Larry Bird's
Larry
ball
Bird
was different.
But, they perfected it.
Ball passes to McLemore. Shoots over Garland. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Pass to Drummond. He kicks it to Garland. Singletary guarded by McLemore. A little pass fake there, froze the D. Nice move. And the Cavaliers lead by 17. Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And what an experience it was, Greg, to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
Kevin, and throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Kenny has never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that. Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there, terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Garland, covered by Wall. Wood with the block, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Cleveland, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh yeah, we got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room, we got to come out and win the third quarter, but
If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Any sharp guys in the NBA. Bucket is good. Wall's got 6.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Garland dishes to Sexton. Pocket 6. Three-pointer. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And there's no shot selection iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Cavaliers. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. From deep Harden. No good there. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Hey, Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Wall wide open. Another miss by Houston.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And I'll tell you, Nance can score. He rebounds it, has the versatility to switch 1 through 5, does a lot for this team.
Fast break.
They've been able to get these good looks.
The 3 from Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Rockets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Now a timeout called by Houston. It's been quite a game. Second half of play, and Cousins has got 6 points. 7 points in the game. Here's Porter. Green with the rebound. Rockets trail by 20. Stolen by a Okoro.
All silly.
cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Over Porter. Green, no luck. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Great tee that time from Green. Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Inside. Here's Tucker. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Tucker brings a toughness that's pretty unique. Every game, he gives it to you. A hard edge approach to his work.
On the wing, Porter. .26 seconds left in the third. Backed in on
Effectively from the paint.
Here's Clemens. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And the pass to Cousins. And that's going to be a treble.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And Cobb puts up a deep three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. And they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Rockets shooting 41% for the game. We've got Wood. McLemore is up there with Gerald Green. And it's that's here's Wood. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Hurted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense.
And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach. And former 7th overall pick Ben McLemore finally seems to be finding his footing in the NBA.
You know, he was known in college, Greg, for his shooting touch, and now delivering on some of that efficiency offensively. Good to see the young man make that kind of progress.
And here is Maker. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's a Okoro. Rebounded by Caboclo. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Wood. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Okoro, wide open, he fires. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's McLemore. Wood controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Harris, right side. He dishes it to Drummond. Good. And Harris Harris gets the assist.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Timeout called the Rockets. Great, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Sexton. Out to the right wing. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
And he gets the bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The Cavaliers leading by 20. Outside, Sexton. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and that one, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
To the inside, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Sexton against Harden. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Caboclo's checked in for Cousins. David Nwaba comes in for Christian Wood. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Jaron Grant in for John Wall. That free throw good from Harden.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Colin Sexton.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for James Harden. Okoro, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And Harris drops them both. Well, no surprise that this team is looking at making a deep playoff run. They were a popular finals pick before the season began. And Greg, they've done nothing but impress.
And Junior has been critical to the success of this team. He gives them that edge that all championship-level teams have to have. I can't wait to see them take it to the next level in the postseason.
To the wing right side. Okoro kicks to Harris. Now, here's Maker. Tight defense on him. Shoots over Tucker. And that one hits back iron.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Baker. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris, and on the next episode, we'll be versing the Orlando Magics. So yeah, man, stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss out. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next video.